Hello. For those of you who watch the program Breaking Bad on AMC, I believe the show serves as an example of misogyny, especially with the way the viewers of the show, the fans in the United States, react to the program and the way they interpret the relationship between the main character, Walter White, and his wife, Skyler. If you frequent the Internet Movie Database forums, the imdb.com, and you read some of the threads on that forum, there's a lot of rampant misogyny, a lot of comments, derogatory remarks made towards Skyler White, who is actually the hero of the show, and her husband is the villain, Walter White. He is evil. She is a prisoner, pardon me. She is actually a prisoner in her own household. She is doing her best as a mother to hold the family together. And her husband, Walter White, is, making her life a living hell. And she has nowhere to turn. There's nothing she can do. She is a virtuous creature, actually. And, but because of the misogyny in America, many folks view Skyler as the villain, or as a deplorable character of sorts, because she, had an affair with her boss. But if you were watching the program, you would see that he mistreated her, and any woman who is mistreated has the right to explore other avenues when it comes to relationships, and she has been nothing more than a saint in this show, and done the best she could to be a mother to her son, and handled quite a difficult situation of sorts. But all these fans with their moral turpitudes, just these shitlords as they were, they demonstrate that misogyny in America has been an enormous problem in the 21st century, and women continue to be oppressed in many parts of the world, and the United States is not exempt. And the United States may actually be the place where women are most discriminated against. All you have to do is read message boards on the internet, and you see just how unfair the treatment of them really is. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the power structure in Breaking Bad, and why Walt is the bad guy and Skyler is the good woman. And I suggest you stare right into the center of this. Maybe, swirl your head around a little bit as you look into the middle of this right here, and repeat to yourself, Walt bad, Skyler good. Because in this show, because she is a woman, the shitlords see it, in some alternate universe, they believe that Walt is actually the one we should feel some sort of sympathy to, and that is ridiculous. So let's talk a little bit about the power. Skyler has never had any real power in her relationship. Many shitlords online on the IMDb boards believe that Skyler was actually the one controlling and manipulating Walt throughout the marriage until he broke bad. But if you actually understand how the world works, you realize that Walt, by virtue of being the man, must have been the one in charge of the relationship from the beginning. So Skyler has been oppressed just by virtue of being a woman since the beginning of time. There is no argument. There is nothing you can say to argue otherwise. Women have been oppressed by the patriarchy since the beginning of history, throughout the course of history, and all over the world. And Skyler is no exception to this. And Walt was always the one who had to go to work, or got to go to work as a reward. He worked all those long hours, while Skyler had the enormous task of having to raise their son, Walter Jr. So Skyler always had the unenviable task of having to raise the children and wash the house and dust the living room, while Walt went and did some stuff with chemicals and all the fun stuff that Skyler never got to do. Not because Walt was smarter than her, but because Walt is a man, and a man in society is allowed to do these things, and women are oppressed. And it's as simple as that, and anyone who disagrees with that is a shitlord.